Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to search for the cheapest properties for sale in Lecce city, Lecce municipality. So basically, I'm following a list at the top 10 cities where to relocate in Italy. So I'm talking about cities. I have already made uh, all the videos about the cities that I've selected before. And so today I'm going to cover the very last city, which is Lecce. Now, there is a playlist that you can find on my channel about the best cities where to relocate in Italy, according to me. So let's start today's video. Now, before I start, as usual, please put like and subscribe to support my channel if you like my contents. And so let's start about investigating the properties for sale in Lecce province. Now, here, let me start from this. Now, because in Lecce I found there are so many properties for sale, I found around 1,300 properties. Today I decided to focus just on the properties for sale on the coast, so on the Adriatic Sea, which they are very, very close to Lecce, which still belongs anyway to Lecce municipalities. So this area is called Litorale Leccese. Basically, if you go, let's do like that. Now, I go on Idealista, I type Lecce. Now, we see Lecce municipality. We have 1,300 houses, homes for sale, so which is a big amount. And then here we can see all the areas that belong to Lecce municipality. So we have Zona Leuca, Ferrovia, Litorale Leccese, Salesiani, Centro Storico. So I could have picked up any of these areas, but because I guess most of the people like to live close to the sea, so I decided to focus just on the properties for sale on Litorale Leccese. And so we see that we have 173 houses and flats for sale. But now let's do a bit, let's go and let's do my selection. So I am going to avoid flat penthouses and duplexes. I'm just going to focus on houses for sale, detached, semi-detached, terrace, villas, and so on. Then I'm going to avoid auctions, properties that are sold under the auction. And then I'm going to select as well minimum 2 rooms, so houses that are not just one bedroom, or anyway, that are not just one room. And I also want to select 2 bathrooms, at least properties. And then for last, I'm going to select properties that are already considered in good condition with no renovation works to do. So basically, let's see how many properties we have at the moment. So from 173 properties for sale that we saw before here on the screen, at the moment we find out that we have 49 properties. Now, the next and the last thing that I'm going to do is to select from the lowest price because I'm interested to search for the cheapest properties for sale. Wherever I look, then anyway, my goal here is to find what we can find as a bargain, as something extremely inexpensive, affordable in this area. Let's say someone doesn't want to spend a big amount of money and so on, or just, for example, a property to invest or just to buy a holiday home and so on. Okay, let's start with the video. Now, the first one here, we see a detached house in Via Portofino. So we are talking about 4 room, 55,000 euro, parking included, four rooms, 56 square meters. Now, here something for me it's already not matching, while because anyway, four rooms, 56 square meters, it looks quite small to me. 56 meters square could be just one bedroom or two bedroom, not even two bedroom. I say just a one bedroom house is around these square meters. Anyway, let's see what they say. Located in the picturesque city of Lecce, this townhouse offers a unique opportunity for those seeking a quiet retreat by the sea. Um, so it's a townhouse. So I guess it could be on two floors then. Anyway, let's have a quick look. Okay, it's very, very close to the sea. The house is just on the sea, maybe too much close to the sea. Anyway, they don't have proper picture. Actually, the house has to be completely renovated, so we skip. Then let's see the second one. Detached house in Litorale Leccese, Lecce, 55,000 euro, 4 rooms, 60 square meters. We offer for sale in Frigole on the coast of Lecce, a splendid independent house on two levels located inside the residence. So this is in a residence area. So there is a complex of properties. Let's let's have a quick look at the pictures first, just to understand. Anyway, the price is quite good. It's talking about 55,000 euros. Now, the fact that it's in a complex, in a residence, what do they mean here by residence? Means that is an area where maybe they built a certain amount of houses and they all belong to the same complex. But so let's enter into this property because anyway, I know there are similar situations, for example, in Puglia, and not only in Puglia, in many touristic areas, we can find these houses, this type of houses that, according to me, these are just sold as holiday home. I don't I don't know if people are living all the year around, for example, in this property, but let's read the description. A splendid independent house on two levels, located inside the residence of an hotel Rakar, an ideal structure for families and couples. The complex is equipped with swimming pools, sport fields, playground, and is pet friendly, offering a perfect environment for children's fun and adult relaxation. So I don't know, for example, here you might have management fees, for example, while, for example, if you buy your own independent house, you're not going to have any management fees. I believe that here, for example, the complex to maintain the swimming pool, the sports fields. Anyway, it could be interesting because inside this village, anyway, you have some facilities like playground, pet friendly, but again, it would be interesting to understand, for example, if there are any management fees. Then on the lower floor, there is an entrance hall, a kitchen, and a bathroom. On the upper floor is the sleeping area with two bedrooms and a bathroom with shower. The property is equipped with every comfort, including air conditioning. Don't miss the opportunity to buy your new home in one of the most sought after and exclusive locations of the Lecce coast. I'm wondering if there are any management fees here, for example. They are not saying anything. I don't see. Okay, I'm trying to investigate. Anyway, let's have a quick look to the pictures. Generally, personally, I don't like this type of complex, for example, because anyway, it's kind of, but it could be interesting. Here, I'm trying to understand, for example, the space. So they say on the upper floor there are two bedrooms. Anyway, the house looks like it might be in need of a bit of renovation. I'm trying to understand. Here we are on the upper floor. So upper floor, there is a bathroom with shower. This is probably the second bedroom. I'd say this is most of a just holiday home. Um, Here, I don't know if this is a garage, for example, if this is a parking space. There's a little garden. Anyway, the price is quite cheap. Let's say probably this is a parking space. Yes. Anyway, it depends. I'm not really. I'm not very interested in this type of properties, which are they're part of complexes. So residence. I'm then anyway. The price is good, but anyway. For example, here we have another one, terraced house in Via delle Dracene, 25, Litorale Leccese, inside a tourist village with all the active services, two swimming pools, and refreshment point. I sell an apartment with living area. Here they're not showing many pictures. Actually, it looks like it's the same that we saw before. Anyway, I'd rather go for independent houses that um, don't belong to any residence. Uh, we call residence anyway these apartments that these properties that are built in tourist village. I'd rather have um, a house that is totally independent, for example. Now here, this house looks quite interesting to me. So let's investigate a bit more. So, villa for sale in Via dell'Olmo, litorale leccese, Lecce, 67,000 euro, 90 square meters, 3 rooms. Anyway, it's a totally independent house. So now Wallington offers for sale in Torre Chianca, in a very quiet area, a villa with a large private garden, partly planted and partly paved. The property covers an area of approximately 80 square meters internally and 250 square meters externally. It consists of a spacious entrance hall with a visible kitchenette, two bedrooms, one double and another double. They say matrimonial. I think it's just a translation, not really. Anyway, two double. Okay, one is en suite, one bedroom is en suite, and another one bathroom, and another bedroom not en suite, and a window with bathroom. If desired, the furniture is included in the price. The double exposure allows for very bright and airy rooms, contacts for further information, and to arrange a viewing. So, anyway, for example, I find this property quite interesting. We are talking about a villa, one floor, 90 square meters, 3 rooms, two bathrooms, plot of land, terrace, parking space, good condition, and so on. Air conditioning, garden. There is also individual heating, natural gas, and then what else they say? Access and property adapted for people with reduced mobility, which is always a plus. Okay, let's have a look to the pictures. Let's investigate. Because, for example, for this amount of money, for 67,000 euro, very close to Lecce, I'd say this could be an interesting opportunity, an interesting property for sale. I like the outdoor area. I like anyway 250 square meters is a kind of generous uh, outdoor area. I can see that here the house is in a good condition. I can see also that they have gates with where the entrance doors and the windows are. For example, this to prevent theft, which is always good. Anyway, if I'm living in a on a in the on the ground floor, I would go for it. For example, because also you have to think that in the summer when it's very warm, let me go back just to show you here the entrance door. When it's very warm and you don't want to keep turn on the air conditioning at night, so you might want to keep, for example, all your windows open. But basically, can we sleep at night with all the windows open, like anyone can enter? No, I don't think it's safe. So I'd rather, for example, have this type of gate, and then I can keep open all the windows and nobody is going to enter in the house, for example. Anyway, I think it's unsafe to keep all the windows open during the summer when it's very, very warm. Anyway, it's an interesting property. I want to have a look at the pictures inside. So this is from outside. We are on the coast. Anyway, we are not far from the sea here. Then, anyway, there is a lovely kitchen. The kitchen is kind of new. The floors also in a good condition. So there is the kitchen. Let me go back 1 second. Um, okay, this is the table. So basically, this is the view from the kitchen with the living area. I can also see here the living area. So I think this is an interesting property. Obviously, to repaint, to do some minor works. Obviously, when someone is buying a property, what is important is to not do major works like anyway plumbing, electrical implant. So here we have a bedroom. It says that one bedroom is en suite, one is not. Then, okay, I guess this is the bedroom that is not en suite, a bit small, but the other one, for example, look kind of generous space. Bathroom is not really the best, doesn't look like new, so it depends. But the property itself, for example, looks good. Obviously, here, for example, I would make the bathroom. Okay, here we have the floor map. Now, basically, we have kitchen, living room. Okay, so here we have one bedroom with, I guess this is one bedroom with the bathroom. It says two bathrooms, so one is another bedroom. I don't know if they changed the floor plan here. Anyway, Torre Chianca, it's possible to find out anyway where Torre Chianca is. Anyway, I'd say this property for 67,000 euro, it's not bad. Now, let me see, for example, now we have another house here, terraced house in Viale Racar, 25, Litorale Leccese, 75,000 euro, 4 rooms, 70 square meters, independent house for sale located inside the tourist village called Racar in Frigole. So Frigole is this area in Marina di Lecce. Again, I'm not really a fan of tourist villages, but for example, this property looks nice. I'd say it's not really, but let's have a quick look at the pictures just to understand this type of property for sale. Okay, let me see. All right, so it's on 2 floors, or maybe it's just on 1 floor. I believe it's just on 1 floor. Again, this type of tourist villages, I guess these are just for as a holiday home, because what I don't know if it's possible to live all the year around in this type of places. Because if it's a tourist village, it might be fenced, and maybe they close the access during the wintry months. I don't know, probably there is someone that is living in the area, maybe looking after doing the gardening, maintenance, and this type of things. Obviously, they have management fees. Okay, so I guess the house is just on the first floor. There's no property on the ground. They have one bathroom, pictures. Now the kitchen doesn't look like anything special. Anyway, again, I'm not. They have an outdoor shower. Let's see. There is a small terrace. Let's have a look. That's the entrance. The bedroom. Another bedroom. I don't know if that part is a shared area, or if it's a private. Anyway, as we can see, these are, we can even call type of bungalows. Again, I'm not a fan. So here there is a kind of view, Frigole di Lecce. So that's, anyway, it's nice to have a house on the sea. Okay, here there is the touristic village Racar. Again, it's about to understand if this property has management fees, for example. I would like to see if they have any information about external position, tranquility of the area, common green space, proximity to the sea, value for money or as an investment. Okay, they are not saying anything. Anyway, this is the type of property anyway that the position. Let's say the village is located less than a kilometer and a half from the sea and the town of Frigole. So there is this town called Frigole or Frigole, both easily reachable on foot inside the guarded village. You see, there is a fence, the village is guarded, inhabited all year around. Okay, so the village is possible to live all year around. It is possible to use the swimming pools, playground, car parks, five aside football pitch and tennis court, restaurant, bar, pizzeria, and shuttle service to reach the beaches. That's interesting. Anyway, if this is the property for someone who would like even to live all the year round, but then I'm wondering if the services are available all the year around. Now, I'm not familiar again with this type of properties. What do I see mainly for now? A part one, they were all part of this complexes, residences, tourist villages. So 75 real estate. Now let's see, detached house in Via Ustica, Litorale Leccese, for 79,000 euro. Real estate headquarters offers for sale. Again, sorry. Offers for sale in Lecce in the beautiful marina of Spiaggiabella, a detached house 200 meters from the sea. So anyway, this house, for example, very close to the sea, not very far from Lecce. Let's have a look at these pictures, for example, mainly before I read the description. I want to understand. Okay, so here we have the living area. Here we have one bedroom. Here the bathroom. Also for me, obviously the bathroom, because bathroom has all the plumbing system, and if it's old and has to be renovated, I mean it might cost some money. If it's in a good condition like this one, maybe it might last another 5-10 years, and obviously it's always possible to make. Anyway, here we have the outdoor area. 79,000 euro for this type of property. If it's kitchen, nothing special, but Anyway, it's always possible. Now I see, for example, house is not connected to the gas because here I see the gas tank for cooking. So, okay, here I see, for example, now because it's very close to the sea, in the winter it might cause a bit of humidity, and so has to be repainted to refresh all the property, but has his own gate, his own small garden. Here we have the dining area. The property is not bad. Floor looks in a good condition. It doesn't say how many bedrooms. Let's Maybe it's just one bedroom. Let's have a look. I'm closing here. Let's see. Okay, let me read the description. Real estate headquarters offer for sale in Lecce, in the beautiful marina of Spiaggiabella, a detached house 200 meters from the sea with an exclusive garden consisting of an entrance with living room, kitchenette, bathroom, and two bedrooms. The stretch of coast near which the villa was built um, consists of a sandy coastline with the presence of dunes, of which there is typical vegetation. The Spiaggiabella area is part of Rauccio Park area. The regional natural park Bosco e Paludi di Rauccio covers an area of about 1,600 hectares, contains a great and historical environment value as it constitutes one of the last relictual areas of the ancient forest, mainly of holm oak, which included the entire coastal strip that from the border with the province of Brindisi reached Otranto. Anyway, this, for example, is a kind of, I like this type of solution. Is a totally independent house, so there are no management fees, very close to the sea. Um, it's not in a very bad shape, so the house might need only some small renovation works. I think it will be also possible to live all the year around in this type of house. Then it will be interesting to understand, for example, how far is from Lecce, but we are talking about Lecce municipality, so we might be maybe 5-10 minutes driving. I don't think there are buses or services, for example, um, to reach. For example, from here, I guess you need car. It's important to have a car, but like in most of the places in Italy, unless you are living in a city with, unless you are living in a medium-sized city where you have already a rail station, or let's say a city with already 1,000, 2,000 inhabitants, you already might have buses transportation. In this case, if the house is quite independent, depends how close is to the nearest town. So the price is 1,097 euro per square meters, which is not bad to live anyway close to Lecce. Anyway, this is an interesting property, according to me. So if someone anyway wants to live not far from Lecce, this can be a good solution. Then let's read the next one. So we had this one for 79, another one for 79. They have only 6 pictures. So the house, anyway, because they don't have picture, I don't see the point anyway to enter into the property. Villa in via delle Rondine, litorale leccese, Lecce, Capoluogo immobiliare offers for sale in Lecce in the beautiful marina of Torre Bianca, a few kilometers from the city, a beautiful recently. Okay. Now it's a pity that the pictures are not the best, but let's have a look. Anyway, let's have a look into this property simply to read the description. All right, so villa for sale in Via della Rondine, 85,000 euro. I don't know if this is the same. Let me go back. Let's go back just 1 second. Anyway, what do I notice is that in between, for example, from 79,000 euro, then we can go up to 100, 150. Okay, so now this is the house in Via della Rondine, which doesn't look bad from outside. Anyway, I'd say in this area from 80,000 euro we can find a nice, decent house to buy only a few kilometers from Lecce, which is kind of interesting. Let's read the description. Offers for sale in Lecce in the beautiful marina of Torrecchianca, a few kilometers from the city, a beautiful recently renovated independent villa with an exclusive private garden. The property consists of a large living room, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a garage, and a basement. The house is located in an optimal position, very good position, a stone's throw from the sandy sea and immersed in the Bosco e Paludi del Rauccio Regional Natural Park. Excellent investment. I'd say so. For example, for this type of properties, I'd say villa, 1 floor, 100 square meters, 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, plot of land, 300 square meters, garage included, good condition, natural gas, access and property adapted for people with reduced mobility, air conditioning, and garden. For me, this house, for example, has everything is necessary if you want to live close to the sea and not far from the city. Let's have a quick look. So, obviously, it's not. Uh, we don't have star vaulted ceiling, so it's a kind of modern villa. But there is a fireplace, for example. Now it's a picture. It's a pity that the pictures don't really have good quality. But anyway, I see a kind of the floor looks good, nothing special, but again, something where it's possible to live straight away, keys in hands. For me, that what is important. When if I'm buying a property, it's very important for me to buy the house, keys in hands, ready to live. Then obviously I can spend all the money that I want on top to make it as I absolutely want, but in the beginning I'm always focusing on the fact that okay, once I get the keys, I can already leave. And then I have all the time to find out what to do, what to not do, according to me. So then here we have the bedroom. Now it's a pity they close all the curtains. In Italy, they have this bad habit to close curtains, everything, to turn on the light. And instead of showing how bright is the bedroom, there is this bad habit. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything. This is the way they're doing. I hope you agree with me that doesn't make sense to show you a bedroom. Apart that most of the pictures, the quality of the pictures are always extremely bad, very bad. I'm thinking with these agencies that are selling these properties. Anyway, they could put a bit of effort to make good quality. I think in Italy they don't understand that the pictures work for 80 or 90% of the selling chance, the chances to sell the properties. If here I'm putting such a low quality pictures, obviously people might skip the ad simply because the pictures are not good. Anyway, the bathroom looks in a good condition. I'd say this property is perfect. Keys in hands, ready to live. So here, so we have the map, the view. Now let me zoom out to understand. So we are in this area called Torre Chianca. So obviously to live all the year around, I'd say is possible, but I believe there are people who are living all the year around in this property, in these areas. But obviously, because we are on the sea, we might say that most all the year around the wintry months, let's say, you might not have many people around, which is actually better. Then there is a regional park, Bosco and Paludi di Rauccio. So, for example, I would buy this house because I'm very, very close to the sea, which is what I want. I have a regional park very, very close so that you can go by walk. Other lovely destinations, Torre Rinalda, la Spiaggia Rosa, the pink beach. And then I want to understand, for example, then we have this town called Frigole. We have another little town called Casalabate, Torre Chianca. These are very, very little municipalities. And then here we have Lecce. So I'd say now it's not showing the distance, but I'd say could be 5, maximum 10 kilometers driving from Lecce, which is very good. Okay, so let's go back to the following property. Anyway, this I find quite interesting, this property. Obviously, price is not extremely low, but for 85,000 euro, maybe also possible to deal, to bargain. Okay, let's have a look to this one. One second. Villa in via Pescegatto 13, litorale leccese, Lecce. Casalabate, in a residential area 500 meters from the center of Casalabate, a detached village for sale on a plot of about. So this is not part of a residence, it's not part of a tourist village. These are the type of properties that I might find interesting because anyway, they are independent houses, they have their own garden, the backyard, so they have their own private area. They are not far from the sea. I can see that there is a terrace, for example, here. I think this type of house, so I see already fences, so you can park the car inside, so it's already good to have your own parking area. You have access here for pedestrians and access here for the car, which is very interesting. These are the type of properties that I find anyway interesting. So here we have a wooden fire, an outdoor wooden fire in many houses for your barbecues, for baking, so pizzas, bread, whatever you want. Here I like that I see this type of gate, which allows you again at night to sleep in safety, even if you keep all the windows open. That's the most important thing. Um, Not because there are thieves around, but again, we cannot sleep at night. Makes sense to have to be protected. Again, if I'm sleeping in the summer and I keep everything closed, air condition on, you don't need the fence, these gates. But if you want to sleep with all the windows open, this gate is what we need, according to me. to sleep in total tranquility. Okay, so from outside we have a staircase that is leading to the terrace. The terrace looks quite spacious. I like. Okay, here we have a picture that didn't open. We have another picture from outside. Okay, so here, as you can see, for example, now these windows, this entrance is kept, it's open now. Like this, you try to imagine to be at night, you are sleeping, you have this gate closed, and you can sleep without any problems. All right, so this is the living area. This is the entrance. So it's bright, it's spacious. I see the new electric smart meter reading. So I'd say the electrical implant is quite new. The floor is new, is in a good condition. There is a fireplace. Looks quite spacious and generous. So here we have the living area. Here we have the dining area. I like this type of house. Then we have the kitchen. So kitchen, dining, and living room with lovely fireplace. The house looks in a good condition. Kitchen also looks very good. So I like this modern kitchen built with bricks, and they just put the doors here inside this built structure. Okay, here we have the sleeping area. There is a hall with two bedrooms. Lovely bedroom, spacious, bright, and again, floor looks good, new. Um, Another quite spacious bedroom. 90,000 euro, I'd say, is not very bad. So here we have the bathroom. Also, I say is a bathroom. For example, the box for the water I see is already in the wall, so it's only in the last 20 years that they start putting inside the wall the box that contains the water for the flush of the toilet. The bath, it's possible maybe to put a little same shape jacuzzi, for example, here, a bath, but with a jacuzzi. Also possible maybe to make something outside, small, I don't know, I'm just thinking, for example, if I want to build a small swimming pool. Pity there is no picture of the terrace. Anyway, personally, I like this type of house. So here we are in Casalabate. So Casalabate, it's already a council, probably. Let me see, because, for example, if we are living in Lecce, obviously Lecce is not under 20,000 inhabitants, and that makes it, for example, now I want to zoom out a bit more. So here we are talking about Lecce. Here we have Casalabate, so we are kind of in between Brindisi and Lecce. Let me investigate 1 second about this Casalabate. Lecce. I want to see if it's already a council. So it says that it's 2 hours and 38 minutes from Montemilone. So if I want to go by car, it's more than 2 hours from where I am. Now, Casalabate, let's go on Wikipedia. Just because. Casalabate è una località della costa adriatica appartenente alla giurisdizione dei comuni di Squinzano e Trepuzzi, in provincia di Lecce. Fino al 15 maggio 2012 ha fatto parte del comune di Lecce. So it's not under Lecce municipalities. It's a small town of fishermen and stabilimenti balneari. Anyway, touristic location, from 16 kilometers from Lecce and 24 from Brindisi. From 2012, the population resident in Casalabate was 406 inhabitants, of which 178 resident in the northern part that belong to Squinzano, and 228 in the southern part that belongs to Trepuzzi. For example, now let me go and look for Trepuzzi to understand if it's a town under 20,000 inhabitants. So, which it is, for example. So, we are talking about 13,000. One second. We are talking about 13,000. So this could be the perfect location and with a very small budget. So because anyway, Casalabate is already a town, you might have local shops. You might not need a car. It's not far from Lecce. It's not far from Brindisi. It's very close to the sea. For this amount of money, for example, then belongs to Trepuzzi Council. Let me see Trepuzzi here. Sorry, let me zoom in. Okay, Trepuzzi is here and Squinzano is here. So Casalabate partially belong to Squinzano and Trepuzzi. Okay, last thing I want to check, for example, the seismicity level. So, for example, here, very important, seismicity level, zone 4. Seismicity very low. So this is the lowest. When you find zone 4, zona 4, it means it's one of the location with the lowest seismicity level. And anyway, Apulia, Salento, Brindisi province, they never anyway have earthquakes registered, so that's why it's zone 4. Zone 1 is very high, zone 2 medium high, zone 3 medium low, zone 4 extremely low. All right, so let's go back to the property here. I want to read the description. Casalabate, in a residential area 500 meters from the center of Casalabate, a detached villa is for sale on a plot of about 300 square meters with a shed, oven, barbecue, parking space, and veranda. The house consists of a large living room with fireplace, equipped kitchenette, hallway, bathroom, and 3 bedrooms. So there's only 1 bathroom. The house is suitable to be inhabited all year around, having the predisposition for the heating system with copper pipes. Perfect. It is in excellent maintenance condition, also ideal for investment. Very good. Okay, it says 2 bathrooms here. I don't know. Here in the description it says just 1, but anyway, 90,000 euro, 1,110 square meters means we are under. I want to see the price per square meter. We are 818 euro per square meter. For me, for a villa on the sea, it's kind of nearly for free. This is according to my understanding. And again, it's also a very good investment because you can rent this property, I'd say nearly all year around if you're interested, because even during the winter, for example, now, if you have watched the video up to now, let me know in the comment. Because, for example, I don't like the way in Italy we people rent properties, in particular in the south of Italy, only during the summery months. For example, I always find interesting the idea to rent these properties even during the wintry months like December, January, February, March, April, from November to April. Let's say that's the low season. But for example, if I'm a Northern European pensioner, someone who lives, for example, in Sweden or Norway or Germany and would like to spend the wintry months here. Obviously, here the winter is much milder than the winter in Germany, Sweden, Norway, Scotland, and so on. So for me, this is also these properties have also a potential. It's because Italians think they cannot rent these properties during the winter. It's an Italian mentality, but for me there is the potential. Wow, we find another lovely villa here. Puglia, Salento, Lecce province, municipality of Trepuzzi, Casalabate locality, about 400 meters from the sea, private sale of real estate. Now, let's have a look at these two, then I'm going to close the video. Obviously, the more we spend, the more properties, the bigger, better, let's say. Terraced house in Viale Racar. Baracar is the village, for example. I don't like the tourist village. Let's have just a quick look. Villa in Viale Porto Badisco, 129,000. It's a modern construction, anyway, it's not an old one, but 5 rooms, all in a very good condition. 129, spacious villa on the beach with ample outdoor space and sand that can be reached immediately on foot. So for people who like to live close to the sea, in villa in via Porto Badisco, Lecce. Then, for example, here for 140,000 euro, we have this other villa, which looks beautiful to me, for example, with this lovely garden, beautiful garden. In Casalabate, Squinsano, discover your oasis of tranquility in Via del Luccio, this charming villa. I like. It's not an old construction, so you won't find vaulted ceilings, for example, or these type of details. It's a modern villa, but for 140,000 euro, then it's an interesting property. But now let me go back to these two, which are the last one that I want to. Now, Puglia, Salento, Lecce province, municipality of Trepuzzi, Casalabate locality. We have only 7 pictures here, but for example, the house itself looks good. Okay, we are inside Casalabate. All right. And then we have semi-detached house here. Let's have a look to this one. There are 31 pictures. Let me see. It's a bit slow here, charging. Let me see if I can open. All right, now let's have a look. Looks nice. This villa looks nice. Semi-detached house for sale in Litorale Leccese. I want just to have a look at these pictures. Okay, so it's probably the first floor of the house. Probably ground floor belongs to someone else, so it's not really an independent house. Let's see. I would like to see the pictures from inside. Okay, so I'm trying to understand. For example, the floor here, it's a modern renovation, which I like. Anyway, I can see uh, the, the bricks, for example. Nice living area, looks bright. Now it's a bit slow charging the pictures. Then here we have the kitchen. Anyway, the house has been renovated or built anyway with good standards. There is also a fireplace. Pity that it's not really charging the pictures. So this is the daytime area. This could be anyway just a summer holiday home, but also possible to live all the year around. So we have a bathroom in a very good shape, not old. Here we have one bedroom. I think here people are living all the year around. Now just let me read quickly the picture, the description to understand. So, semi-detached house located in the Lecce Marina of San Cataldo, located on the first and last floor, composed of 3 rooms plus access, anyway, to square 80 square meters, 97,000 euro, real estate agency solution headquarters contacted. So they're not giving, there's no really a very good description. Okay, there's no heating, probably was used just as a holiday home. 80 square meters built, 3 rooms, 2 bathrooms, and so on. Then it depend, maybe air conditioning is inverter, so it might give heating during the wintry months. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I would go, for example, for this property only if I'm in need of a holiday home or as an investment, not to live all the year around. Okay, my friends, so I'm at the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed this video here about Litorale Leccese to show you the properties, the cheapest properties, the most inexpensive, the most affordable that we can find in this area. And I'll see you here on my channel on Italy, a place to love, to my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.